shaking, MP.
That's a little intense. We are at a sporting event.
I like the scout. People have game, but college scouts may not.
I like the idea of watching videos myself without leaving the
And
desk.
then we saw the new Jake Duvall movie.
Known and unknown
I've been wanting
talent
to see
across
that.
the world.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I've got quite a list brewing to send management.
You didn't like it?
No, I did.
You are a liar.
It's Jake Duvall.
Should've just done one big thing.
Yeah, he just wasn't my
Great game though,
favorite.
right?
Yeah,
I
unbelievable.
don't know how you guys watch
part?
my basketball.
Aliens? The biohack weapons?
What do you do?
Was the time travel?
No, that made
I
perfect
can
sense.
watch
No, it was
British
just the
TV.
actress who played his sister's like 25 years younger than him. And they talk about doing stuff together as
Yeah,
kids.
You clearly have never watched someone
it's-
manage.
yeah,
It's lovely, but I just don't see it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the rest
Send
of
you
you
guys some clips.
There's a liquid spill in the tunnel. Dubious, but
Radio it in.
passion.
Hey, this is tunnel staff. We have a 12-ounce cup that tipped over the tunnel.
And not any,
You know what?
eat anything
This
on the
probably
floor.
is
That's
us.
just all
There's
in
the
after
towel
3
over there.
seconds.
All right, you get the
That's all
towel.
we
I'll
need.
just take the pepperoni.
No, someone else would take care of it.
There's an air of anticipation in the building, and especially for this young man, MP, playing for the first time on his home floor. A special moment for sure. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Cleveland starting five. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Traore, also Demon out there, Michael Porter out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot. With the season just getting underway, how much weight should we put on these early results, RJ?
Oh, the early season does carry some importance for some clubs. I'd say teams on the younger side. Or
He's checked in for Brooklyn. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the shot goes down. And reaching the NBA, a lifelong dream for MP. He's put in the work to get here. Spent a season in France playing for Paris FC to develop his skills.
And what better place to develop your skills than with Paris FC?
Over the last decade, a ton of great French prospects have gotten their start there, and maybe MP might be the first American to jumpstart his career with them.
And the basket by MP.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the third best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. 6 on the shot clock. The 3, Demon. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Harden's got the ball here for Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Toure. Now MP. From downtown. And James Harden pulls it down.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Terrific recognition from Harden. He has a sixth sense when it comes to getting guys open.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from deep. To the middle. Here's MP. Mobley with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Inside. Here's MP. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 7 points. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Pass to Demon. Now MP. The 3 is up. Again, MP missing. Harden, the pass to Mitchell. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Talk about a high percentage look. Allen right at the rim.
Here's Traore. MP right side. Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
We've got Sharp. Terrence Mann is out there with Saraf. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's MP in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Merrill. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets trail by 4. Williams up top. Here's MP. Down low. MP drops it in.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Pass to Allen. Here's Tyson. Williams defending. Here's Merrill. Off target with the 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his 4th
so it's Brooklyn. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. After starting from behind, they've put in the work to take the lead. Credit them for playing smart, unselfish basketball. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
I think for Cleveland, great start to the year. They came in prepared both mentally and with the game plan.
Yeah, winning the first. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
The key stat here is rebounding. They're way ahead in that category. They've been the far more physical team, Shaq.
Elbow sandwiches with some extra mayo on the side. Yum, yum.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One of the stories here, Michael Porter. He's checked in for Michael Porter. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Merrill's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 4, setting the floor for the Cavaliers. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. James Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Merrill in at the 3. And he lobs it up, and Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Pass to Dimon. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Got it.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. Merrill passes to Allen. 13 feet out. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Brooklyn leading by 4. Down low. Here's Traoré. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Stolen by Mobley. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
One shot.
That's good from Harden. Richard, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Evan Mobley. He's quickly becoming a two-way terror.
Yeah, the Cavs have unlocked him offensively, putting the ball in his hands and encouraging him to let it fly from long distance.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Left side, Mitchell.
Watch the screen.
Merrill outside. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
Nice vision by Mitchell. Saw a teammate with a good look from 3, moved it out.
Outside man. Back to MP. Outside man. Pass to MP. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. MP's got 11.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
The drive by Harden, and then Harden with the jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
On the wing man, 6 to shoot. There's the triple. On target from range. And the Nets lead by 3.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
He buries it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Michael Porter out there with MP. Then it's Smith. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Sharp in at the center position, filling out the middle. So that's the Nets 5.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's MP. And it's Tyson with a rebound. Well, the Cavaliers shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Nice shot by Harden.
It's tough to defend that. The defense was there. Harden just makes a difficult shot.
Outside Porter. To the inside. Here's MP. And it's Tyson with a rebound. The Cavaliers leading. Outside Strus. It's stolen by MP. Porter with it. Strus covering. Porter the pass to MP. And here is Williams. MP right side. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
To the paint. Here's Wade. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 6th assist of the night.
Oh, the defense pays so much attention to Mitchell. He almost always has a passing lane.
A big... Here's Traore. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And now let's catch up with Dominic Hamill.
A disappointing loss for you and your team tonight, MP. What's your evaluation of your performance? You had some good moments, but not enough, ultimately.
Yo, these kind of games are worse than a straight-up blowout because with those, at least you just forget about it, call it a bad night, and you move on. But tonight, we had chances. We just didn't follow through on them, especially me. This one's going to bug me until I get out there next game and win.
We'll be there watching, MP.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, thank you, Dominic. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Oh, I sat right near the glass.
I got the $20. You?
25.
$5 difference. That's ice cold. I had no idea. So, less than your old church.
Good night, MP.
Good game, MP.
I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon. Well, you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach, you know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That's why you should know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Up next, the Nets taking on the Spurs. For Brooklyn, they've started the season with an even 1-1 split, shooting to get on the better side of 500 tonight. Spurs, Nets, coming up next. Don't go anywhere. The NBA on 2K. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. MP out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Demon. And it's Ferré in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembenyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the 5. Coach, this early on in the season, what was the emphasis for you and your staff when you were coaching?
Well, look, Kevin, we really wanted to learn our strengths and find the best way to play to them. Of course, discovering your strengths is much easier for teams with a superstar, but either way, it's about discovering the kind of basketball your team needs to play.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And play stops, whistle on what looks... to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting five in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You're right. Seems his moment has arrived. Thank you for the report. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Fires from deep. A rebound by the Nets. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, it's often a game of very slim margins, and those close losses somehow sting even more.
Here's Fox. Michael Porter making his last shot. Here's Wembanyama for three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter, and that one drops for him. Demon's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Fox passes to Vassell. Down low, Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. MP right side. Here's Traore, guarded by Fox. Pass to MP. The kick out to Porter. Here's Claxton, and stolen by Wembanyama. Charity stripe shot. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
A moment now to see the stats for De'Aaron Fox. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, put up about 23 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
A different look now for San Antonio. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell, and it's Harper in for Castle. Then for the Nets, Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Demon, and Saraf's subbed in for Traore. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. That one drops for him.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
To the middle. And the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Fox. Scoreless thus far. The kick out to Porter. Over Johnson. That's good from Porter on the assist by Williams.
Well, he's a guy you have to watch anywhere on the floor. Porter Jr. does have that mid-range ability.
Over in the corner, Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Saraf. Back to MP. Over in the corner, Williams. Fires for three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Johnson outside. Barnes kicks to Johnson. Back to Barnes. And here's Harper from the arc. Good on the triple.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action. The Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Bryant. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And it's Fox in for Stephon Castle. They've got Harper. Devin Vassell out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now, here's MP. Last time out, he had 13 points. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Nets lead by 6.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And Fox gets it to go.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Well, Stan, after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together? Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Brooklyn leading by 3. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the inside. Claxton with the steal. Here's Demon. He's got 5. Close in. No stopping MP.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. And
Wembanyama jackhammers it in.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Nets up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans want to say. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many threes did you make in your NBA career?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Torrey is out there with Demon. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's MP in at the 4 spot.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Now Fox. Inside. Easy money for Wembanyama.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. To Demon. The Nets working the ball around now. Lets it go with a 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Castle. And the layup is good. Castle's got 9.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here's Torrey. MP outside. Knocked loose. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, that one, the 7th on the season for them, the team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Pass to Castle. Vassell sends a screen for Castle. And here is Fox. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. In the corner, it's MP. And again, it's the Nets missing. San Antonio trailing here. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Now, here's Fox. To the paint. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Here's Demon. 5 points in the game. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers.
Coming off a terrific season, he averaged 24 per clip, almost 4 blocks and 11 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and a lot of that isn't coachable. He just has those defensive instincts that help him get ahead of shooters.
Pass to Johnson for the lead. The shot, no good. Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Basket, good. MP's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
And here's Harper from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. MP finds man. Here's MP. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Castle uses the glass to finish the layup. Castle's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Well, that tells you all you need to know about Castle's handle. He can make exciting plays off the bounce.
Tie game in San Antonio. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I...
Some changes here for the Spurs. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Barnes comes in for Bryant. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And the Nets with possession here. And a wide open look for MP. MP nails the triple.
Well, if you blinked, you missed MP getting that shot off.
Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Wembanyama in at center. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Outside, Wembanyama. Now Barnes. Strong move off the glass.
Well, I love that dish. Wembanyama is so unselfish.
Nets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. MP, 3, good.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Now Vassell. Castle with it. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Looking it over. Another chance here. And oh, the lay-in, and he gets it done.
Well, he's been a clutch player of the year. Fox lives for the big moment.
Claxton. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, and that's even harder than it looks to overcome that height differential right at the rim.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
Fox. Claxton with the rebound. Nets leading by 3. Now MP. Porter outside. Here's MP. from outside. The three goes down.
Well, it's nice to see Porter Jr. hitting the glass and fighting for a second chance basket there.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Howard.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thank you, Allie.
And the potential Castle has is intriguing. When he's scoring like this, you wonder how dominant he can be moving forward.
Oh, what a play inside.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Fox! And Benyama trying to free himself up. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Showing that clutch gene. Fox just put his head down and got his team what they needed.
MP against Barnes. Barnes against MP. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
They trail by 6. Porter pulls it down. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now, Wembanyama. Fox. Down he goes for 3. And he commits the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, one of the stars of tonight's game. A strong scoring night for you, MP, reaching the 20-point threshold and a win for your team. That's a good night at the office.
It is what it is. A lot of positives come out of this one for the whole team. Next game, I think I want everybody to get 20, the bench and the starters.
That would be 200-something points.
You're right, too low. 25 for the starters. If anyone could do it, it's us. Gotta set your sights high, Jennifer Gintana. That's the only way you become great.
Aim high, MP. Way to go.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see you later on.
Good game, MP.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, and alongside us is Shams Charania, who will be hanging out and chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Wednesday, the Atlanta Hawks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against Indiana, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Timon out there with Traore. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's MP in at the 4. And for the Rockets, inside Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's Shepherd in at the point guard position. So Brooklyn wins the tip. On the wing, Porter. Back to MP. Pass to Traore. And Shams, in this summer's draft, the Brooklyn Nets becoming the first team ever to select 5 first-rounders.
They've got a lot of young players, BA, and Coach Jordi Fernandez is renowned for his player development. Now he has plenty to work with. And you look at this rookie group, a lot of playmaking and creation. That's the recurring theme there, and they're maintaining flexibility year to year.
Is there time now or more in the future?
It's more in the future. They're building with a lot of assets. They've got a ton of draft capital. They've got a ton of salary cap space even next summer. So this is a team that we could see over the next couple of years make some pretty big moves.
Nets are going to be in the headlines quite a bit for sure. You know, the other day I was checking out the magazine stand at the bookstore, and I saw MP right on the cover. How about that?
Oh, I saw it too at the supermarket. And you know what? Congrats to MP. Making a magazine cover is no doubt a I made it moment.
Durant, no good. Torrey for three. Knocks down the long J. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Here's Torrey after the basket by Houston. Back to MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 6.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Screen by Durant. Here's Shepard. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense. They want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Back to you guys.
He is on the rise. Thank you, Allie. Here's Torrey after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's Porter outside. Drains the triple.
That's a great response from Porter Jr., taking those 3 points right back.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Number 1, Houston.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Adams with the ball. He's guarded by Claxton.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Saraf. Jacks up a 3. Easton pulls it in. Rockets trail by 3. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Porter pulls it in.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Saraf. Now here's MP. Fires the 3. Saraf gets the bucket.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Vliet outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
No surprise to see Van Vliet getting revenge at the arc. He wants them to know that's his turf.
MP right side. Fires the 3. The shot comes out.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's MP making things happen for Brooklyn. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And getting it going again here in the...
Ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Pass to Claxton. To the inside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Here's Shepherd. Outside Durant. And here is Thompson. Durant looking around from behind the arc. Claxton with a rebound.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line here. Hold on, yeah, I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
He sure does, and knows it even before most players. I mean, heck, I'm surprised he didn't tell me something about me that I didn't know.
Just 3 to shoot. Launches it. And there's Shepherd. That one's good on the assist by Durant. Shepherd's got 8.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Pass to Dimon. Now MP. 4-3. Oh, a silky 3 from MP.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. MP's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
And here's MP from outside. Alperen Şengün. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Rockets. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
Well, they're executing well, and that's been the difference.
Yeah, they know where their bread is buttered, and they go back to it over and over again. And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Traoré, and it's Demon in at the 2 guard. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
MP, the pass to Claxton. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jay, thanks a lot. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordy Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." EA, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. He nails it, and we're tied. Claxton's got 6 points.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Durant, the pass to Şengün. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
And he can't get the first one. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Smith outside. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
And they didn't look to score often off turnovers, finishing in the top 20 in the league in that respective category.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Brooklyn trailing. Pass to MP. The 3. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Pass to Claxton. Back to MP. Outside for Porter. 3 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Houston making some changes. Adams checked in for Smith, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepherd. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Van Vliet outside. Houston working the ball around. Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Making strides on that end of the floor. Şengün showing what he can do as a scorer.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Dimon from the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Durant, the pass to Thompson to the left wing. Outside Durant. The 3 is up. KD! What else would you expect?
Poetry in motion. Such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball's going down.
1:15 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Dimon. Now here's MP. Here's the 3. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
After 1 3 in the first half, there's his second right there.
Thompson outside. The kick to Durant. 3-pointer. Brooklyn with the board.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And Williams punches it home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
The 3, Durant. He drops it from range. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Players with KD's size generally don't have that quick release, too. Incredible combination for him.
Offensive rebound. And Claxton throws it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Durant. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's Houston. They lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. We've reached the fourth quarter. Making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Eason. And it's Shepard in for Fred VanVleet. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. MP comes in for Minot. Demon, he's checked in for Williams. Traore comes in for Mann. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Shepard is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Porter against Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
And the Nets with possession here. They're on an 18-6 run. MP! Cash from downtown!
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
Rebounded by Porter. Nets leading by 14. MP. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish. Oh, ho, ho. That's a man on a mission right there. Houston has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Thompson with a screen. 1:50 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Oh, he leaves no question.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you're for real.
Well, the Rockets shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Shepard. Şengün. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Outside Thompson. Beyond the arc. Şengün. The putback. How about the activity?
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
MP drives in. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Man. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Brooklyn with the ball. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Outside Durant. Jacks up a 3. It's money from deep.
Height and good floor vision make Thompson an effective playmaker.
MP. Yes, sir! So we see the Nets taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Now over to Dominic Hamill.
A great scoring effort from you tonight, MP, as you topped 30 points in a win. Watching you play, it looked like this wasn't just any old win for you.
These are the nights you live for, Dominic. Your shots are dropping. Your teammates are right there with you, fighting every step of the way. This is what you think every night's going to be like when you're a kid dreaming about making it to the league. So I make sure to appreciate every game when my reality matches my dream.
Great, MP. Thank you.
I appreciate you believing in me, Dominic.
Over to you, B.A.
Great stuff there, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin. Yeah. It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen, this is just the first step towards you becoming the face of the franchise.
Oh, well, I like how that sounds.
But it won't be easy, though. You got to establish yourself as the best player on a championship-caliber team.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, but if you do it, the rewards are off the charts, man.
Yeah, well, you know me, Austin. I'm not ever scared, and I'm just crazy enough to believe I could do anything.
That's why I love you, MP. Never change.
There he is.
the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Bulls. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And I think the Nets, they really fought hard for that 4th seed. This is a team that has never given up on themselves, which makes them so dangerous at this point of the season.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, MP out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Traore. Then there's Demon. And it's Porter in at the 3. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the miss by C.J. McCollum from downtown. And it's Demon missing. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Rockets in Houston. And a wide open look for Daniel. No good on the 3. Here's Traore. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to MP. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And how about this youngster, MP, the concentration to get that bucket even through the contact.
The Nets shooting their first free throw tonight. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
So guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
It is a new day. Thank you for the update, Shams. To the inside. Claxton trying to free himself up. MP's shot is good. MP's got 5 points so far. Alexander Walker with the ball. Coming in off a 10-point game.
Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo! And Johnson giving these fans a show.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Demon. In the corner, it's MP. Pass to Demon. In the corner, it's MP. 4 on the shot clock. And the dunk by MP.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Cullen passes to Daniels. Back to McCollum. With the teardrop, Brooklyn with the rebound.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
That bucket in no time at all. He's got 10.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Now, Alexander Walker. McCollum, no good.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
You know, Tim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for Demon. And Saraf's subbed in for Traore. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. They set the pick. Reza Shea. And the rejection by Claxton. MP passes to Claxton. That one goes. Count it.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, just throw it up there and let Kuminga do the rest. What an athlete.
Pass to Claxton. And the layup's good off the glass. Claxton's got his second bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 10. Reza Shea with it. Williams picks him up. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Saraf. Back to MP. He tries for three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence, the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Puts up a three, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back. Out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Johnson comes in for Kuminga. Daniels is checked in for Reza Shea. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Kispert. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Good.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the three, the small forward. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Here is Porter. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket. Pass to Traore. In the corner, it's MP. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Alexander Walker. Still yet to score. Hands it from downtown.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Porter. Nets passing it around. Claxton the pass to Porter. Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Now here's McCollum. 11-point game his last outing. And again, it's Atlanta.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nets lead by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure.
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
It's not a huge deficit.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Demon's out there with Traore. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's MP. And it's Porter at the small forward position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example. Pass to Demon. The 3 from MP. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. McCollum outside. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Shoots over Traore. McCollum, no good.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
And there's the bucket from MP. MP's got 18 points.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Shoots from 14. Porter pulls it in. Nets leading by 11. Pass to Demon. Here's Traore. Hasn't made one yet. And it's Demon missing. McCollum dishes to Okongwu. Outside Daniel. Here's the 3. The rebound by Demon.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Okongwu with the elbow. Here's Alexander Walker. Count the basket. Alexander Walker's got 10 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. And then for Atlanta, Jock Landale comes in for Okongwu. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks trail by 11. Kuminga kicks to McCollum. Kuminga against Williams. Johnson for 3. Toure with the rebound. Toure's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
MP with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Toure. Back to MP. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Here's McCollum. Into the lane. And McCollum with the slam.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
Pass to MP. Here's Demon. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. MP passes to Williams. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game. And here's McCollum. Here's Kuminga. And so it's MP making things happen for the Nets. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for...
Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Johnson comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Daniels, he's checked in for Rizachet. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Kispert. Now Johnson. Alexander-Walker with the ball. Oh, that was a two-hander.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
Brooklyn leading by 14. And so in the game for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Cullum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3 slot. Knocks down the 3.
Nice kick out by MP. Great awareness for such a young player.
Johnson outside. Outside Daniels. Now Alexander-Walker. Johnson fires from 19. That one goes.
Well, Johnson should get credit right there for staying ready and making himself available off the ball.
Now, here's MP. Porter outside. Here's Demon. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. MP's shot is good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Back to McCollum, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Claxton with the bucket.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
And the basket by McCollum. Pass to Claxton. Back to MP.
Come around.
And he lays it straight in. MP's got 35.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, the star tonight who broke the 30-point mark in the win. How did you balance knowing when to get your teammates going versus when it's time to look for your own shot?
Oh, the game is going to let you know. It has its own rhythm to it, a sort of flow. If you stay within the flow, you get a feel when to pass, when to shoot. The right play early on in the game may not necessarily be the right play at the end of the game. The game tells you. You just got to listen.
Keep finding your flow, MP. Thanks so much.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
Terrific job, Jennifer. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, and so long, everyone.